play ball.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a two-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. It's caught. And right away, he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
That throw by Young incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Young will set to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now Young. And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. They run forward, Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Sanders. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Onyemata busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road.
Fights through, and now a crease. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Powers through it. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 2nd and 15 now. Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. Here's 1st and goal. And, gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Butker on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Open man, Parham. He's got him. So the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Again, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, well, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. It's Young on first down. He's got the Hall of Famer, Fred Biletnikoff, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Fred Biletnikoff, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position.
And that's caught inside the 35. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Michael Irvin, 73 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this 35-0 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Jackson now. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Now it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Jackson on first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and goal. Jackson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much run as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's go.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Bunker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Niners set to take over on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Jackson back into his end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And this returnable for Hill. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breida, they'll go up the middle. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw is Jackson. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs.